couple or couples, no? So, pag sinabing couple, two parallel forces that have the same magnitude but opposite directions are separated by a perpendicular distance d. So, yun. So, partner, no? Two forces, no? So, tandaan yun. So, they are parallel, no, to each other and they have the same magnitude. So, forces parallel to each other in the same magnitude. So, but they are opposite in directions. So, that is a couple. No? So, since the resultant force is zero, so the only effect of a couple is to produce an actual rotation. No? Or if no movement is possible, there is a tendency of rotation in a specified direction. So, ang effect lang, no, ng couple, no, so magkaroon ng rotation. Rotation ng object. So, walang translation, no, ng movement. So, only rotation. So, halimbawa niyan, no, ng application ng couple, no, kapag nagda-drive ka ng sasakyan, no, so, di ba, yung steering wheel, so, pag nag-drive ka, so, yung isa, pag finish mo yan, so, kabila, so, ang direction nun is downward or opposite. So, ayun yung couple. O kaya, magbubukas ka ng gripo, so, di ba yung gripo nyo, butterfly valve, tawag ata doon. So, ikot mo. So, that is application ng couple. So, tandaan lang, no? Ang effect lang ng couple sa object is rotation. So, tandaan yung characteristic ng couple. So, parallel, same magnitude, opposite in direction. And are separated by a perpendicular distance. Then, meron din tayo tinatawag na couple moment. So, couple moment. So, the moment produced by a couple, no, is called a couple moment. No? So, to determine its value, so find the sum of the moments of both forces about any arbitrary point. So, pag sinabing any arbitrary, no, so anywhere in the object. So, pwede kang kumuha ng moment center. Then, mag-moment ka, no, moment ka doon, then makukuha mo yung couple. So, kumbaga, kinuha mo yung resultant moment, no, ng bawat force doon sa couples. Or, no, so, the moment of a couple M, no, is defined as having a magnitude of M is equal to force times the perpendicular displacement. So, pwedeng ito yung formula na yan yung gamitin natin. So, compute for the magnitude of the couple. So, kunin mo lang isang force, then multiply mo doon sa perpendicular distance nila. No? So, sabi dyan, F is the magnitude of one of the forces, and D is the perpendicular distance or moment arm between the forces. No? So, that is a couple. So, parang ano lang din, nag-compute ka ng moment ng force. Force times perpendicular distance. So, paano na derive yan, no? Yung formula niya. So, halimbawa, meron kang object. No? Ayan. Then, meron couple na nag-act doon sa object mo. So, we have force F, no? And ito, isang force F. So, they are same magnitude, no? Parallel, and opposite to each other. No? So, sabi daw, to find the couple moment is to find the sum, no, about any arbitrary point. So, anywhere daw doon sa object. So, halimbawa, mag-moment tayo dito at point A. No? So, ano daw yung magiging moment? sum of, or what is the couple moment, no, ng couple of forces na to. So, pumili ako ng point, no, sabi ko at point A, no, then mag-moment ako at point A. Diba? Yeah. So, una, no, so yung force F, so perpendicular distance from point A, so that is T1. No? And yung F prime, no? So perpendicular distance from point A, so that is no? So yun, no? So ito yung object natin. So pakita natin, no, that the sum of the moment, no, is force times perpendicular distance. So moment at point A, so moment point A, so clockwise positive, so that is equal to, so una yung force F, so yung force F, so magpo-produce siya ng counterclockwise moment at point A. So that is negative force times perpendicular distance, no, from force F to point A. So that is T1. Then F prime. So F prime, so it will produce a clockwise moment, so positive, so plus F prime times T2. So yun. No? So yung couple, no, yung forces sa couple, so they are equal in magnitude. So ibig sabihin, F is equal to F prime. No? So pwede na sabihin na negative F times T1 plus F times T2. No? Then, factoring out F, so that is F times negative T1 plus T2. Or meron tayong F times T2 minus T1. And the difference between distance 2 and distance 1, so that is equal to the perpendicular distance between F and F prime. So we have F times T. No? So moment, no? Couple moment, so equal to the force times perpendicular distance. So pares. So mag-moment ka man, kahit saan dyan, no? Ano yung point D, and dito point C, kahit dyan sa gitna. No? So ang makukuha mo pa rin sagot is force times perpendicular distance. So, ito yung gagamitin natin, no, to solve for the couple moment. The moment couple, no, is a free vector. So, which means the moment M can be placed anywhere on the rigid body and it will create the same rotation. So, the magnitude of couple moment does not depend on any specific point. No? It depends only on the perpendicular distance between forces. No? So ibig sabihin niya, yung free vector, yung moment couple, pwede siyang mag-act kahit saan. So pwede siyang sa point A, pwede siya sa point B, point C, point D, no? Or pwede rin dito, or anywhere on the object. Kasi nga, free vector. No? So yung magnitude ng couple moment, so nakadepend lang dun sa perpendicular distance between the forces. So, halimbawa, no? So dito, no? So sa object natin, so meron tayong 100 Newton na couple, no? So hanapin natin yung, or solve natin yung moment couple at point A, B, C. So check natin kung makapag-solve tayo ng the same moment couple. Yan, halimbawa, no? At point A, no? So mag-moment tayo at point A. So moment at point A, so clockwise positive, no? So pag nag-moment ka at point A, so yung itong 100 Newton na to, so walang moment na magpo-produce, no? So ito lang, no? Yung 100 Newton at point C, no? So yung moment na magpo-produce, yung 100 Newton at point C is a clockwise moment, no? So positive, So that is 100 Newton times perpendicular distance. So that is 1 meter plus 3 meter. So that is 4 meters. So multiply. So that is equal to 400 Newton meter. So that is the couple moment reduced by 100 newtons. So yun. So try natin. Point B. So moment at point B. So moment at point B. So una, itong 100 Newton at point C. So it will produce a clockwise moment. So that is 100 Newton times 3 meters. Then, itong 100 Newton at point A. So magpuproduce din siya ng clockwise moment. So positive sa plus 100 Newton times 1 meter. So clockwise positive. So, ano yung couple moment? Ano po? 100 Newton times 3.
400.
100. So, 400 Newton meter pa din. So di ba? Same lang. At point C. So, moment at point C. So, itong 100 newtons at point C. So, zero moment. Then, 100 Newton at point A. So, clockwise. So, that is 100 Newton times perpendicular distance. So, 4 meters. So, that is also a 400 Newton couple moment. Then, last, at point D. So, clockwise, positive. So, itong 100 Newton. So, counterclockwise. So, that is negative 100 Newton times 2 meters. Then, 100 Newton at point A. So, clockwise moment. So, positive 100 Newton times, ano yung perpendicular distance? So, 2 plus 3 plus 1. So, that is 6 meters. So, moment at point B is equal to
400.
100 always start.
Newton meters. Same lang yung magnitude ng na nakukumpit natin ng moment. So, ibig sabihin nga, that couple moment is a free vector. No? Kahit saan siya mag-act, no? So, same magnitude ng moment yung na-produce. So, ganun po yung couple moment. Then, meron tayong tinatawag na equivalent couples. So, if two couples produce a moment with the same magnitude and direction, then these couples are equivalent. So, equivalent. Diba, ito. So, check natin kung equivalent couples itong tatlo. Diba, itong una. So, 300 Newton, no? Couples. So, ano yung direction ng rotation na mapoproduce ng 300 Newton?
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. No? Itong 200 Newton.
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. Itong 120. Counterclockwise din. So, parehas ang direction. No? So, lahat magpo-produce ng counterclockwise rotation. Yung couples, no? So, ang moment nila is a counterclockwise moment. No? So, check natin yung magnitude. No? So, moment. So, force times perpendicular distance. So, that is clockwise positive. No? So, di ba, ito nga, mag-moment ka at this point. No? So, 300. So, counterclockwise, so negative 300 Newton times perpendicular distance. So, 100 mm. So, ilan? 300 times 100.
30,000 Newton millimeter.
30,000. Gagawin na lang natin meter, no? Para uniform. Meter, so that is 0.1 mm. So 0.1 meter. So that is
Negative 30.
negative 30 Newton meter. So yun yung magnitude. The next, ito. Itong 200 Newton. Clockwise positive moment equal to force times distance, perpendicular distance. Moment ka dito. So that is negative, no? Counterclockwise, 200 Newton times ano yung perpendicular distance? 0.15. So, 0.15 meter. So, ilan?
Negative 30.
Negative
30
30
Newton.
Newton. And last, ito. So, clockwise positive moment so equal to force times perpendicular distance. So, 120 Newton, negative 120 Newton times perpendicular distance,
0.25 meters.
0.25 meter. Ano sagot?
30, sir.
And that is negative 30 Newton meter. No? So, equivalent couple sila. No? Kasi, same magnitude, no? And same direction. So, ganun po. No? Equivalent couples. Then, resultant couple moment. No? So, since couple moments are vectors, so their resultant can be determined by the vector addition. So, vector addition to. Or resultant couple moments is equal to M1 plus M2. Or resultant couple moment is equal to summation of couple moments. So kapag positive, no? So resultant couple moment is a clockwise moment and negative, the resultant is a counterclockwise moment. Okay. So that is resultant couple. Number 2. O pakisagutan. Determine the resultant couple moment acting on the beam. Okay. So meron tayong 400 Newton, no? 200, and 300 Newtons. So resultant couple moment is equal to summation of moment, no? So, clockwise, positive. Ayan. So una, 400 Newtons. Clockwise, counterclockwise.
Clockwise.
400. Ano po?
Counter.
Counter, so that is negative 400 Newtons. So times perpendicular distance. 2 meters. Next, 200 Newton. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Plus, no? 200 Newton times ano yung perpendicular distance? 0.2. 300 Newton. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Clockwise. So, plus 300 Newton times perpendicular distance, 5 meters. Okay, so, resultant couple moment.
742
So, that is
Newton meter.
Newton meters. So, yun. Positive. So, ibig sabihin, resultant couple moment is a clockwise moment. No? So, yun. So, another method, no, para mahanap natin yung resultant moment ng couples acting on the beam, no, is pwede tayong kumuha ng moment center, no, anywhere on the object, no? Or anywhere in the system. So, any point. No? So, pwede tayong kumuha at gawin natin siyang moment center. Then, gamitin natin yung formula natin, no, para makuha yung resultant moment. So, pwede po yun. So, halimbawa, dito sa sample problem number 2. So, pwede natin i-solve, no? So, resultant couple moment, no? At point A. Okay. Makita yung point A. So, yan. So, mag-moment tayo at point A. Then, solve natin yung resultant moment, no, ng forces doon sa beam. Okay. So, bawa yan. So, kunin natin resultant moment at point A. Resultant moment at point A. So, clockwise, positive. So, equal to. So, itong 300 Newton, no? So, walang moment na magpo-produce. So, kasi yung line of action ng 300 Newton na to, so mag-intersect sa point A. So, the moment is 0. Next, itong 400 Newton. So, itong 400 Newton, so will produce a clockwise moment. So, positive, so that is 400 Newton times perpendicular distance, so that is 3 meters. Then, itong isang 400 Newton, upward. So, ito naman, so magpuproduce siya ng counterclockwise moment. So, negative 400 Newton times 5 meters. Then, itong 200 Newton to the right. So, yung line of action ng 200 Newton so mag-intersect at point A. So, walang moment na magpuproduce. Then, 200 Newton to the left. So, ang moment niya is positive. So, that is plus 200 Newton times the perpendicular distance, which is 0.2 meter. And last, so itong 300 Newton, so ano siya? Clockwise moment. So plus 300 Newton so times perpendicular distance, so 5. Solving for the resultant moment, so 400 times 3 minus 400 times 5 plus 200 times 0.2 plus 300 times 5. Ano ang resultant moment? 740 Newton meter. No? So, parehas lang yung nakuha nating sagot. So, sa nauna nating solution. So, same lang din. 7. So, di ba, ang resultant couple moment is a free vector. So, yung resultant couple moment, mag-a-act siya anywhere. No? Anywhere on the system or doon sa object natin. So, resultant couple moment no, is a free vector. Pwede kang pumili ng arbitrary points. So, anywhere. So, pag ganun, so kung pwede kang pumili, no? So, pili ka ng point no, kung saan maraming forces na nag-a-act. Okay. Kung halimbawa, hindi sinabi sa problem na hanapin mo yung couple moment at point A. No? So, meron kang freedom na pumili no? Kahit saan. Any point doon sa object natin. No? So, pag ganun, no? Hindi sinabi kung saan moment ka mag-moment center, so pili ka ng point no? Kung saan maraming forces na nag-act. No? So, dito, sa system natin, no? So, pwede kang mag-moment sa part na to or dito. No? So, sa dalawang point na yan. No? Kasi sa dalawang point na yan, so, merong two forces na mag-a-act. Then, yung line of action ng 300 Newton, so, mag-i-intersect doon sa points na yan. Ito yung 400 kung itong pipili. So, ganun, no? Kapag pipili ka ng point. Pili ka kung saan maraming nag-a-acting forces para maka-cancel out. Oonti yung forces na kukumputan ng moment. Halimbawa, tawagin natin tong point B. Ayan. So, tingnan natin kung parehas yung magiging sagot. No? So, resultant moment, point B, so clockwise, positive. So, 400 Newton. So, ayan. So, 0 moment kasi yung nag-act siya doon sa moment center natin. Itong 200 Newton to the right, to 0 din. No? Kasi nag-act siya doon sa moment center natin. Then, itong 200 Newton to the left. So, that is a clockwise moment. So, positive. So, that is 200 Newton times 0.2 meter. Then, 300 Newton. So, yung line of action niya mag-intersect doon sa moment center natin at P. So, 0 moment. Then, 400 Newton downward. So, that is a counterclockwise moment. So, negative 400 Newton times 2 meters, the perpendicular distance. Then, 300 Newton. So, that is a clockwise moment. So, plus 300 Newton times perpendicular distance, 5 meters. So, resultant couple moment, or the resultant moment is equal to 740 Newton. So, parehas lang yung makukuha. So, anywhere doon sa system natin. No? So, ganun lang. Kukuha ng resultant couple mo. So, pwede mong gamitin si moment resultant. So, kasi ang resultant couple moment din siya. Next. Ito. No? So, if F is 200 pounds, yeah. So, determine the resultant couple moment. Meron tayong two couples. So, F, which is 200 pounds, then 150 pounds. So, doon natin. No? Resultant couple moment. So, paano natin sasolve? So, unang method, gamitin natin. Resultant couple moment. So, clockwise, positive. Kunin natin yung couple moment ng F and 150. Play natin yung Varignon's theorem. Okay, yung principle of moment. So, i-resolve natin each forces into X and Y components. So, una, sa itong F, so, yung Y component, so upward. Then, itong isang F, so downward. Ibang color. Then, X component, so to the left. Isa is to the right. Next, itong 150. So, X component, itong 150. So, that is to the right. Then, yung isa to the left. Then, last. So, isang downward. Isang upward. No? So, ayan. No? So, resolve natin. No? Two components. No? So, bale, nagkaroon tayo ng ilan? 4 couples. No? So, isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat. No? 4 couples. No? Okay, so, kunin natin yung resultant. So, una, yung X component ng 200 pounds. No? Itong red. No? So, ano ang direction ng couple na yun? Ano direction ng couple? Itong red arrows. Clockwise, counterclockwise. counterclockwise. So that is negative, no? Negative. In x component, ano x component? So 200 pounds times, ano ang x component? Saan natin multiply si 200 pounds times 3 over 5. Very good, no? Times 3 over 5 times ang perpendicular distance between the x components. 2 feet, no? Very good. And that is the x components, no? The next, y components. Anong direction ng couple? Yung blue.
Counters.
So, counter clockwise. So, that is negative 200 pounds. Hindi ko nalagay yung unit. Times
4 over 5.
so 4 over 5. No? Anong perpendicular distance? 2 feet din. No? So, times 2. 2 feet. Next, itong y component ng 150 pounds. Yung green. Anong direction ng moment? Clockwise, counterclockwise.
Clockwise.
So, clockwise. So, positive. So, y component. Anong kung si y component? 150 pounds times sine 30 degrees. So, times sine 30 times perpendicular distance 4 feet. Okay. Then last, yung x component. No? So, anong direction? X component. Clockwise, counterclockwise. So, that is clockwise. So, plus, force natin, 150 pounds times sine 30. Very good. So, sine 30 degrees times perpendicular distance. So, resultant couple moment. So, that is equal to 259.650 is the resultant couple. So, positive. The resultant couple moment is clockwise. Clockwise moment.